Alright, so this is going to be for Taurus. And before I start going over the cards that are laid out, I'm going to do a blind Bible pull. Okay, so we have I don't even know how to say this. Ecclesiate. I don't know, that word right there. And it's on wisdom. A good name is better than fine perfume, and the day of death better than the day of birth. It is better to go to a house of mourning than to go to a house of feasting. For death is the destiny of everyone. The living should take this to heart. Frustration is better than laughter, because a sad face is good for the heart. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of pleasure. It is better to heed the rebuke of a wise person than to listen to the song of fools. Like the crackling of thorns under the pot, so is the laughter of fools. This too is meaningless. Extortion turns a wise person into a fool, and a bribe corrupts the heart. The end of a matter is better than its beginning, and patience is better than pride. Do not be quickly provoked in your spirit, for anger resides in the lap of fools. Do not say, why are the old days better than these? For it is not wise to ask such questions. Wisdom's like an inheritance is a good thing, and benefits for those who see the sun. Wisdom is a shelter as money is a shelter. But the advantage of knowledge is this: wisdom preserves those who have it. Consider what God has done. Who can straighten what he has made crooked? When times are good, be happy. When times are bad, consider this: God has made the one as well as the other. Therefore, no one can discover anything about their future. In the meaningless life of mine, I have seen both of these. The righteous perish in their righteousness, and the wicked living long in their wickedness. Do not be over righteous, neither over wise. Why destroy yourself? Do not be over wicked, and do not be a fool. Why die before your time? It is good to grasp the one and not let go of the other. Whoever fears God will avoid all extremes. Wisdom makes one wise person more powerful than 10 rulers in a city. Indeed, there is no one on earth who is righteous, no one who does what is right and never sins. Do not pay attention to every word people say, or you may hear your servant cursing you, for you know in your heart that many times you yourself have cursed others. All this is tested by wisdom and said, I am determined to be wise, but this was beyond me. Whatever exists is far off and most profound. Who can discover it? So I turned my mind to understand, to investigate, and to search out wisdom and the scheme of things, and to understand the stupidity of wickedness and the madness of folly. I find more bitter than death the woman who is a snare, whose heart is a trap, and whose hands are chains. The man who pleases God will escape her, but the sinner she will ensnare. Look, says the teacher, this is what I have discovered. Adding one thing to another to discover the scheme of things, while I was still searching, but not finding. I found one upright man among 1,000, but not one upright woman among them all. This only have I found: God created mankind upright, but they have gone in searching of many schemes. Who is like the wise? Who knows the explanation of things? A person's wisdom brightens their face and changes its hard appearance. So, what I get from that is no one's perfect. Don't point your finger at others, for there are things you have done wrong. Don't just listen to what people say. Go do your research yourself. And don't be a fool. Don't allow others to control you or dictate your movements or how you live. You need to have your own thoughts, your own relationship with spirituality. You need to have your own morals, your own boundaries. And you need to live life so that you can have that wisdom. For Taurus, there is understanding that came out. There's an understanding that you need to have about other people's intentions as well as your intentions. As long as everything that you intend to do, you make sure that it has light behind it, meaning pureness to it, nothing wicked, nothing underhanded, nothing hidden, then miracles will be given to you. When it comes to your decisions, you need to have awareness. Who are these decisions going to affect and how? Here you have safe house. You have prosperity and safe travel. You have peace, sensuality, beauty, magical powers, and destiny. This tells me that you need to have something of yours that no one can disrupt or take control of. That is your safe house. Your prosperity will follow when you do that. Safe travel. You are somebody who travels a lot. And with that, you need to learn how to obtain your peace. Because that means you are coming across a lot of people, a lot of intentions, a lot of different understandings. And if you don't have the awareness, a lot of bad decisions. Your sensuality will come when you find and see the beauty in yourself. And that's when your magical powers will arise and you will be on the path to your destiny. Your angel cards, your messages say, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. It's time to move on to the next project. So wherever you're at, you're done. It's time to move on. Reason to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships and children. So you could be coming across a new group of friends, maybe somebody who is willing to build a life with you now. Seven of Michael, there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. So you could have an opportunity to partner up with somebody. Four of Gabriel, time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. Your next stop is going to be something that is going to give you a partnership when it comes to work, and it's going to create an opportunity for you to meet your life partner. Knight of Gabriel, time to take action, great passion for a cause. So this work that you're going to be doing with this person is going to be actually very beneficial to mankind. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for open and honest communication. This new stop that you're going to make, you need to make sure that you are completely ready, mentally, physically, and emotionally. You have to release everything from the past, because if you allow any of that to come in and screw up this work opportunity or this opportunity with living and meeting new people and stuff, you're going to bring in this baggage, right? And this person is not going to look at you as somebody that is going to be trustworthy or reliable. Change your life. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. So you could have already received this offer to change your destination, and you're doing things to kind of stall it out. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. And then King of Raphael. Yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. So this new stop is going to bring out a lot of things that are going to be opening up doors and many avenues for you that you may have thought about one time but haven't actually been able to accomplish. Past life things that are following you into this life. Medicine man or woman. You could be somebody that is a healer. Unrequited love. You could be somebody that tends to get into relationships where the other person does not want to commit. Karmic relationships, or relationships where you've got like great chemistry sexually, but as far as emotionally or characteristic wise, you guys butt heads and it turns bad. Love life. It's unrequited love, karmic relationship, love life. You have some lessons to still learn in the love department. Finances. Finances could be a struggle for you in this life as well as last life. And as you see, the hand is here, like you can almost reach it, but not quite. So you've kind of treaded along the lines of being actually prosperous and fruitful with your monetary department, but there's always something there that kind of disrupts that for you. Trust and faith, and food and hunger. So I would say maybe because you are a traveler, you might have to miss meals or, put your money somewhere else, whatnot. There have been days that you go hungry and possibly messes with your mental health and causes you to go into like a downward spiral and doubt yourself. And that is when you need to have trust and faith that the route you are on is the right route. This message says that you need to slow down your entertainment of partners. Past or present partner, you light up my life. Do I light up yours? Sometimes I feel like I dim yours. This could be you feeling that way, or a past partner feels that way. Partying, slow down a bit. Next time you go out, be the last one to get on that level. Observe others' behavior. Is it weird, creepy, non-changing? Can you trust these people? Here we have a blockage. You feel unworthy. That is a major blockage as to why a lot of the relationships do not work. Blockage, you have a fear of getting hurt. That is another issue. That fear probably creates situations that hurt you. Angel number 111 or 1111, time to manifest and set your intention. And intention was over here in the beginning. Set the intention on what you want to come. And yes, it was real. Spirit says the answer is no, you didn't imagine it. It was real. So whatever you've been questioning lately, the answer is yes, it was real. Open relationship with a Gemini. So this person could be a Gemini, or this person could have had multiple personalities or two sides to them, and you may have thought it was monogamous, but really this person was in an open relationship with you. Mental health. Know yourself. Know your limits. Know your boundaries. Don't let people cross them, and don't let yourself cross them. Keep yourself healthy and not exhausted or drained. Here we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. So all of this hard work and all of this beating yourself up and not seeing any change, that is no more. Divine is creating an opportunity for you to kill your old self and have a rebirth. You're no longer going to be the fool in the situation. You are, however, going to have to leave behind your old life, everything that you have built or that you have gathered throughout your travels through the years or whatever, because you're no longer going to be blind and having to feel your way through situations. Okay, Divine is giving you an awakening and positioning you with people that are going to assist you through this awakening. Ace of Swords shows that Divine is agreeing with what I am saying, and he is giving you the sword to fight this battle, to be able to cut all this past ties off and start brand new. Then you have the Ace of Pentacles that came right back behind it. And this is saying, yes, this is true. If you are able to cut all these past ties off, all these past behaviors, all these past habits, and really get to know yourself and work on your boundaries, Divine will provide you the pentacles, your prosperity, and on top of that, the Emperor that you have been waiting for. Here we have misled and confused. Confusion presents absence. What is the right direction for you? So stop finding these partners and following their lead, okay? Because the partners you're finding are only causing you to be confused. Speak to the Most High more. He wants to increase your confidence, your money, and your finances. But you need to build that relationship. He needs to know you have faith and trust. Change of plans that will result in emotional pain and broken hearts. But that's okay, because the cancellation of these feelings and misunderstandings that you've been going through, these breakups and divorces, are going to result in you having a big release, okay? You're going to have that death and that rebirth. Here we have Whiskey Blues. I don't know if that's a song, and it's coming from someone beyond, and this is their sign letting you know they're here and on this message, or if that's what you resort to whenever things get tough. Divine says you, no matter how old you are still a young child with a loving soul, who's had to go through some really hard changes, and you're now restless, okay? And Divine knows that your true love, past love, soulmate is what you desire, okay? And he's going to recreate this for you. The enemy is gearing up to swiftly insert an unwanted, unseen change in your life. That could have already happened, or it could be happening. This enemy is going to be an unexpected male that is swiftly coming in. He's going to come in as a male or father figure to you, okay? And you're going to know that this is about to happen when a spirit animal for you starts to appear. Past relationship message. This could be you, or how you feel, or something a past one is saying. They've never forgotten you. Another message is, what is it? Have you looked past the struggle to see what the hidden blessing is? So in your struggles, have you ever been able to find the silver lining, the light at the end of the tunnel, knowing that that struggle is gearing you up for something great? Do the work you are guided to and watch the level up and blessings come through. So stop being resistant. Ask questions until you discover the person's true intentions. This is very important. Intentions has come up like 4 times now since I started this reading for you. You are around people who have ill will intentions for you, okay? So you need to be very careful with people. Your solar plexus chakra is something that you need to cleanse and work on. You really need to show some love to that area. You've been dealing with a lot of snakes that like to bite the hand that feeds them. So you could be someone, like I said, that's a healer, somebody that has energy that people benefit or profit off of, or just simply because you help out so much that you become a benefit for them, and they always end up snaking you. Divine says when you get these 2 things fixed, the intentions of people and your solar plexus, that you are going to have a new rebirth, a light in you that is going to be so strong you've never felt it before. You're not going to realize the strength you actually do have in you that's waiting for this to happen, that it's going to be an infinity strength that once you get it lit up, it's not going anywhere. For this, we have you've come across a lot of people that appear to be generous, supportive. They give you material help. You know, you show gratitude to the charity that they give, but at the end of the day, you still feel like they're either looking down on you or they're crumbing you out, right? You've had to have a diplomatic balance. You've become quite wise. You've learned to calm yourself. You're caring, you're loyal, and you're faithful. And this is due to a past partner that you have had. When you meet this new person, they're going to bring a nostalgia to you, a comfort that is going to come over you, a pleasure, a playfulness, and an innocence. And that is because they are going to mirror this partner that has taught you quite a lot. You need to stay away from people who gossip, because that gossip is creating a sense of loneliness in you, and the loneliness comes because you start to isolate, and it's because you know that these people that are gossiping are scandalous. So just stay away from them. The disaster, the trauma, the upheaval, the destruction, the secrets that you've been involved in are no more. You are going to go through a transformation. You're going to go through a change. You're going to let go, release, and say goodbye to that past life. You need to start planning your first steps, making decisions on taking this risk that has been presented to you, that you've been procrastinating on. There's going to be a charming hero coming your way. They're going to be energetic, and it's going to catch your eye because they're rebellious. But what you don't know is they're hiding a hot temper. So leave them alone, because what they're going to do is gear up your anxiety. They're going to cause guilt in you. They're going to create an insomnia all over again, depression, and bring you to a breaking point. And it's going to interfere with your talent that God sees in you, that He is about to put into action. And it's going to mess up the mastery path of yourself, the get to know yourself, setting the boundaries thing. And it's going to really skew you from being dedicated to what divine says you're an expertise in, and having this accomplishment that is waiting for you. These changes of these cycles, this decisive moment that divine is asking you to make, is going to bring in luck and unexpected events. And you're going to find a reliable, committed, conservative, slow but steady, hardworking partner. Your resourcefulness, your flexibility, your balancing and adaptation is great. But you also have a selfish, jealous, impatient, cold, and demanding side, okay? You need to cut that side out, put her away, because if you bring that side out, you're going to end up putting yourself on a path of illusions, indecisions, and wishful thinking. So that side of you is actually your enemy that you need to keep put up. If you don't deal with that side of you and force her to sit down and sit in the back, okay, it's going to cause regret, humiliation, and you're going to compromise your peaceful resolution that's being offered to you. You also, excuse me, you also need to stay away from people that are greedy. Any sign of greed, don't deal with them. Any sign of being possessive, that's not love, don't deal with them. Any sign of being materialistic, you're going to get used, don't deal with them. Any sign of being exploitive or an opportunistic, don't deal with them. Do all of what is being said to you right now. You have a legacy waiting. You have a foundation waiting. Inheritance, stability, a family life, and wealth. Your next messages here are: stop turning the cheek to other people's bad behavior. Somebody has to do with Indiana. This says, I'm not faithful. I definitely have a hard time with lack of confidence, stress, or sex addiction. But every time I'm around you, I can't resist. This is somebody you're dealing with now or have dealt with. You need to cut this person off completely. Somehow they're still tied to you. This says, again, have faith in yourself and God. Stay in faith. God is really pushing for you to stay in faith. Somebody has something to do with Wisconsin. And it says, in hard times, what is positive? That's the second time that message has come out. Alright. Your ancestor messages are: act of love, observation. Before you start going in for somebody and want to be with them or be around them or even entertain them, you need to observe them for a while. Observe their behavior, because you don't want to be the one that's being puppeted by the puppet master. Don't be afraid. You're not going to be alone the rest of your life, okay? Your ancestors are here. They're guiding you. They've seen the drama. They've seen you lose balance. They've seen addiction come into play. They've seen you try to be perfect for your partners. They now want you to be conscientious. Spirit is in the seat watching you now. There's a player, okay, that your ancestors are aware of that played on your bohemian side of yourself, your innocent side. They know you're an explorer, okay? And so they're drawing attention to this person, and you're gonna get your justice for that. There is a person, a passed on person, that has watched this man do this stuff to you and is adamant that you get your justice for that. Okay, so I'm gonna end this after I do some confirmation cards for you. This is how you know this is going to be your reading. These are going to be things that you think about, talk about, laughed about, or have done. A bitch slap. Dick pics. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Therapy. Breaking out into song and dance. Somebody's delicious asshole. my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. And I'll do a couple more. Hot cheese, and we have catapults, bitches, and Lunchables. Alright? So, that is it for Taurus. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe.